Hi guys, welcome to the garden. It's the 19th of September. Apologies if you can hear the road noise behind me. It's the 19th of September and it's about 25 degrees this afternoon. I'm literally been sat in the garden with my shirt off, sunbathing like it's still summer. I did a video, I can't remember, a couple of weeks ago, maybe less, because it was a very warm day. The weather's been rubbish in Oxford, well, in a lot of the UK actually, for quite a while now. It's the climate seemed to switch as soon as it became September, but yeah, 25 degrees today on the 19th of September. It's going to change again tomorrow apparently, but enjoy it while you can. I think I said before that I really appreciate these warm autumn days, and I always go back to years ago. I can remember being in the park with my eldest daughter. Must be getting on for 20 years ago, maybe. It was mid-October, and it was like t-shirt weather. I love the summer. I don't hate the winter, but I love the summer, and I want it to last as long as possible. So this might be one of the last, well, probably is one of the last days that I'll be able to comfortably sit out in the garden. And it's actually hot today. I actually started to sweat slightly about half an hour ago. I'm going to just do a very quick channel. This is a mini update really. There's a few things sort of lining up that I need to sort of do, and that I intend to. Obviously I've got my beloved ICF-2001D back from Graham, looking better than it has done since I owned it. And one of the things I want to do is obviously do the sort of back-to-back comparison with the Icom E1. I'm going to have to choose my signals, target signals well, and I'm also going to have to compensate for sort of any or very dynamic changes in propagation. So I think I'm going to have to, what I might do is, I've actually got 3 Wellbrook loops. One of them I'm not using, so I might set the 3rd Wellbrook loop up with a switch, and then literally and then connect one loop to both radios and then switch between them. I think in the end the Eaton will probably win, but this is a refurbished 2001D now, and according to Graham, Radio Cruncher, the genius that who he is with radio repair, he thinks that he's refurbished these before, and just recapping alone can help improve sensitivity. Whether that means it goes back to how it was when it was brand new, I guess that's what he means. But I'm definitely going to do that at some point. But I kind of need to make sure that experiment is made to, is designed to be as fair as possible. So I need to be able to swap antennas or switch between the radios very quickly. And I think, yeah, using one Wellbrook loop and an antenna switch is the best way to do that. The obvious big change in the shack is selling the Kenwood TS480HX, and my friend Tim came to Aberdeen today and finally collected the radio that he paid for over a week ago. He's actually emigrating to France and is looking forward to joining the Harwell ARS skeds from there. So he knew that I'd bought the IC-705. He actually also bought one himself, I can't remember when, a couple of years ago. He got sort of near the B stock, I think, from Martin Lynch and Sons. I think he got about 150 quid off the price of a new one, which is worth doing. He got a warranty with it, and he swears by it. He does a lot of mobile operations. He's actually got like an estate car that he bought that was ex-BBC, that was used for outside broadcasts. It's got like a hydraulic mast system in the centre of the car. It's literally incredible, and if I had the time to buy one and set that up, I would. But he's the king of portable operations, and the fact that he's got a 705 makes me feel pretty good about it. I loaded WSJTX onto one of my laptops, onto another laptop last night, not the same one that I use with my Yaesu FT901A, but another laptop, and I downloaded and installed the Icom driver for it, which was very straightforward, and got the 705 connected to the laptop, or that laptop last night, and I worked a few FT8 stations using 10 watts. I think a couple in Russia. I can't remember where the third station was, but I had just a quick go at it last night just to get it working. I've got this idea for an experiment. There's a guy on YouTube, I can't remember the name, I apologise if he ever watches this because I can't remember his name or the name of his channel, but he tried performing a QSO on sideband with this Wand wideband antenna. I can't remember if his was the Mark 1 or Mark 2. This is the Mark 2 version, and he failed. Now I bought this because the idea, the primary idea behind buying the 705 was to, when I'm traveling, obviously I do a lot of shortwave listening when I can, but I wanted to basically dabble with ham radio, do a bit of transmitting while I'm away. And this is obviously an ultra portable antenna. It's got an LC circuit inside, so you can match this using the telescopic, believe it or not, from top band to UHF. Now obviously the higher in frequency you go, the more efficient this is going to be. You can only imagine what, it's probably single digit efficiencies on top band frequencies, but it also comes with an adapter that's basically the same as a dipole center, so you can basically take the telescopic part off, put this center section on, and then you can basically attach a long wire and a counterpoise. So that's going to be a better option. But anyway, I think he was using a loop actually. He tried to conduct or make contact with someone with a completely indoor antenna system using this device, and he failed. He then tried FT8, and I think he also failed again, but I'm going to try and repeat that experiment. You can improve the efficiency of the widebander with the Wand counterpoise system, which is this. So I bought this. I can't remember how much this was, 50 odd quid. Obviously any radiating element is more efficient with a counterpoise, so I got this as well. So I'm going to rig this up indoors in the shack and try and make a contact on sideband, and probably going to fail, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try that before I actually take it outdoors somewhere, and then I'm going to try and make a contact using FT8 on FT8 with a completely indoor system, and I think I've got a reasonable chance of success if I put the Wand, it's near a window anyway, and try and make a contact with FT8. I mean, obviously the lower bands are better for distance, the higher bands are better in terms of the sort of bare match, but it's an interesting experiment. This counterpoise is pretty neat actually. It comes complete with a crocodile clip for clipping to the earth point on the side of the 705, so I'm going to do that. And obviously next time I'm traveling, I'm going to take the 705 with this antenna, and with the sort of that center element piece, and try and work some stations using just a sort of 10 meter sort of compromise random wire, put it that way, rather than just random wire. So that's what's coming next. So I'm looking forward to it. I still getting to grips with the 705, but I've used it before. It's actually really straightforward to use because it's so similar in many respects to the 7300. Yeah, it's a great radio, and the feedback I've had from via the channel on others that have got this radio is, typical comment is, I love my 705, it's the one radio I would never sell. So it is a brilliant little device, and it was well worth, I think, selling the Kenwood because I never use it, and make a few quid on that to offset the price of a second-hand one. So in the end I didn't actually pay, didn't have to part with that much money for the 705. So there you go, that's it. Other than that, situation normal. Continue to post the videos as much as I can. I'm managing to find a bit more time these days to to post a video nearly every day, perhaps not quite. Still enjoying it as much as ever, and that's basically what will keep the channel going for as long as possible. The other thing I've got to do is I've got to decide which radio, oh here we go, there go the emergency services, which radio to send to Graham next. I'm thinking about sending my original Sony ICF-2001, the world's first portable sort of digital PLL shortwave portable, but it's not a fantastically performing radio. I'm not sure it's worth the money, but I'll have a think about that. Anyway, that's about it for now. So anyway, 73 from a very warm Oxford, West Oxfordshire. It's all changing tomorrow apparently, so you know, make the most of it while it lasts. But yeah, I love this weather, and it's a shame that the summer's over, or likely to be over. I did read on the internet actually, someone was predicting we were going to have a heat wave in September, which hasn't happened, or unless you count today, and that it would still be 20. Well, someone was predicting, sorry about the emergency services going past, that it could get up to 30 degrees in September, so that definitely hasn't happened, and it could still be 23 or 24 degrees by Halloween. Basically, we'd still be sunbathing until Halloween, so I've got to stop reading stuff on the internet, put it that way. Anyway, all the best from Oxford, good DX, have a good weekend, if I post this on time for it to be before the weekend, and 7-3.